Aw, I was so close. Oh, hi. I was just playing my childhood game. When I was 5 in rural Philippines, this was the cow's meow. Pooh was installed on every cheap Android tablet owned by kids like me, or former kid, nationwide. Look, I still have those hacked coins I did when I was young. How did I hack it? I will not tell you, because it probably doesn't work anymore. Let's talk about childhood. Remember Flash games? Platforms like Newgrounds, Miniclip, and even cool math games were all the rage. I personally visited y8.com and Friv. Not sure how popular they were, and the sites seem to have been, well, modernized beyond belief. But they all hosted Flash games, and some of them cross other platforms, so it doesn't matter much. One such Flash game I played as a kid was Penguin Diner. I used to waste a lot of time on this game. It starts with a storyline of this specific penguin being broke, so she's opening restaurants left and right. To play Penguin Diner, put Penguin on vacant table. Wait for Penguin. Penguin say hello and scratches his face. Get the order. Wait till food magically appears on the table. Deliver, get money, rinse and repeat. And you'll do this over and over again until you get to the last level. Now with TV. Be careful not to anger the penguins. Uh-oh, he's going to explode. Speaking of penguins, I know this one will resonate with many of you. Club Penguin. I discovered this one pretty late, so I wasn't able to enjoy it fully. But this was basically embedded into childhood culture, so I have to talk about it. The world of Club Penguin was made up of different themed areas. Players could decorate their penguins with outfits, hats, and other accessories, and adopt virtual pets called Puffles, which sounds like a ripoff of Cheetos. To buy such stuff, players could earn coins by completing minigames or attending special events. The coins are there to purchase items and furniture for the penguin's virtual igloo. But you know what happens next? Club Penguin shut down in 2017 for reasons. They tried migrating to mobile and failed spectacularly. Who could have seen that coming? And Flash itself, as a standard, is slowly being phased out. Fireboy and Watergirl series. Okay, remember when multiplayer games meant bringing a real friend with you to the same PC? Socializing. You and your friend will control each character and do parkour together. Never mix fire and water, and the mysterious green liquid kills both of them. Levers and pushers will move and activate stuff around and collect gems, and get out of the way of hazards. The faster you go and finish stuff, the better your rank will be. I played the Forest Temple the most, released in 2009. Since then, each new release has introduced new physics and mechanics. Light Temple in 2010 adds light-based puzzles. Ice Temple makes all of the slippy slip happen. Crystal Temple adds teleportation. There's also the Elements one, which I didn't play at all but has wind and lava mechanics. And a Fairy Tail release in 2021? What happened to this game? I know that some of you still have Flash game ideas, but they will go for a new video. Now, let's have mobile games. Computers were, believe it or not, expensive, but they are even worse in developing countries. Why buy a computer when you could just get a really cheap tablet or phone and play whatever old Play Store had in offer? Fun fact, this was my first tablet, a weird device called Telpad that came with our telecommunication set. And at that time, I was coming from a Nokia brick phone, which everyone knows can cause earthquakes when you drop it on the floor. Let's start with the hit pet game, Pooh. Aside from the fact that it sounds the same as the word that you use to remind your siblings to flush the toilet because they keep forgetting and it smells awful, this simple game captured the hearts of many. Released in 2012, this became a staple of cheaply made Android games and excited kids the world over, including me. And this had 1 billion downloads. In some ways, it is quite similar to Club Penguin in that you can customize your Pooh, you can dress your Pooh, you can play games with your Pooh, and even visit other Poohs. But keep an eye on it so that it doesn't start getting sick or getting tired or something. Don't forget to clean the poo off its poo, like a real pet. Speaking of pets, Pooh was not actually the first mobile game to have a kind of pet in your pocket. Talking Tomcat takes the cake, and this beautiful cat and his friends will copy what you say to their heart's content. But that was the only gimmick, so it wasn't that popular. But it made for some silly YouTube videos. How about some action?
They get very angry.
The premise is simple. Bad piggies like to steal eggs, and birds lay eggs. So the birds got tired, and now they're on a mission to destroy all the little green pigs. How do they do that? Wait, they don't fly? Well, they need the aid of a slingshot thingy to fly, so Anyway, with the slingshot, the piggies go poof like magic, and let us hit virtual buildings and not real ones. There are also cool installments like Angry Birds Rio or Angry Birds Space, which is my favorite. I have a lot more mobile games to talk about, Temple Run and Zombie Tsunami to name but two, but let's move the rest to a dedicated video and talk about the old PC games. Remember a time before CSGO or now CS2, because why? I still remember when I played Counter-Strike 1.6 and eventually Counter-Strike Source. And it's fun, with some modifications you can do to make the game run all funny, and it's really easy to get carried away playing it. I liked it, but it was not my favorite. That actually went to two of my most overplayed games as a kid, the Left 4 Dead series and Call of Duty series. And that probably explains why I play a lot of PvE games rather than PvP, because I don't have to try hard against a real person but a code. Probably. But I'm only scratching the surface here. In fact, this is only the start. Maybe that's why this is the introduction? In our next This Is Your Childhood video, we will fully dive headfirst into Flash and old computer games, things that we used to play a lot but are lost to time.